So, where does our story begin?
Our story begins with Mr. Evolution
That's me.
in a jail cell with one other person getting that just got dragged into the jail cell by two guards. He was fighting them, but he is now in it and trying to break open the lock. And he has now turned to you and said, "Well, who the hell are you?"
Hello, I'm Mr. Evolution. I don't know who you are or what you speak of, but I am from a foreign land far from here, and I do not belong in this jail. I need to be gone immediately.
"Well, good for you. Shut up and help me.
What do you need, young man?
Get me out of here. And the gentleman will help you in return."
What does this gentleman have to offer?
Just get me out of here, my friend.
Okay, so I must search around and find what lies upon all this rubble to see what might help us get out of here alive. God, come here.
A guard, covered in armor, you cannot see his face. A little bit shorter than you, a little bit on the fatter side, but that could just be his full metal armor. "Hi! What do you want, you stupid idiot?"
I have to speak of you of how long may I be in this jail, feller?
"I don't know." "Shut up." Walks away.
I go over and talk to the man. What have for a plan?
"You're getting me out of here.
Yes,
I will get my boss to repay you."
I require many golds and riches for a favor so big. What do you have that may intrigue my interest so that I may help you out, as you may say?
"Look, I'm in a desperate situation. My boss might not send anybody for me, but if I get out, my boss should repay you in many favors. My boss is one of the most powerful people in this greatly horrible city."
Do you know who I am? Do you know what race I am of?
"You're obviously an elf. Other than that, I do not care."
I come from a high kingdom, but I was not born into it. I feel as though I may actually be able to help you out, but I need some equipment. Do you have anything on you that you may have smuggled in?
"I am an expert smuggler. Who do you think I am? I got this key, but this key doesn't work on that lock."
God, come hither. I must speak with you.
"What do you want?"
I have this key. I think you may have dropped it. May you check your belt and see if you have them?
"I don't have no keys."
Well, you must have some sort of weapon in case we escape, do you not?
"I have my sword." He goes on his back and pulls out this big, heavy looking sword, holds it, and then puts it back.
As he turns away,
Who said he was turning away? He's just staring. Well, he's looking at you, but his giant helmet only has eye slots that you can't see through. But those eye slots are looking directly at you.
I
And he's
see.
just staring.
So, guard, may I make a bargain with you for our release?
"I don't really think I'm in a position to do that."
I will pay you many golds and riches, far more than you could even imagine.
He
1,000
walks
gold.
away.
Well, that did not work. Mr. Gentleman,
No. I am not the gentleman. The gentleman is my boss.
Well, who might you be then?
I am Garrick Strongmead.
Nice to meet you. Okay. You may have some grubby hands, but I see you are fit to make your way out.
Just then, a lean fellow, a little taller than you, dressed completely in black with a hood over his head, comes up to the jail cell pulls out a dagger and throws it into the jail cell, hitting the guy in the forehead, going into his forehead, and he's now dropping dead.
My, sir, what have we here? You may have killed my bargaining friend, but what have business do you have with me now?
You didn't see anything. He walks off.
I go and pick up the dagger, and I try to lure the guard back over. God, come hither. I have major business with you.
There's no response.
God, I must speaketh with you.
There is still no response.
I take the dagger.
Reminder, the hooded fellow came from the same direction as the guard was and left the same direction that the guard was leaving.
I see.
Which was, he came from the right and left to the right of your jail cell.
I call for the hooded fellow. Hooded fellow, come back. I must speak with you for assistance.
There's still no answer.
Being confuzzled, I go and lay on my bed and twirl the dagger around.
You go lie on your pile of hay and twirl the dagger around.
Thinking of ways of how to escape, I search the cell and see if there's anything that may be of movage or anything that may be able to find my way out or cut open.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
The dice, we have dice down there. You can't see it. Just
We
trust
would
us on
have
this.
real dice, but we're not that special.
Yeah, we're kind of using iPad for dice.
But we do
I
have
don't
a
have all the proper dice.
nice gear. We thought it'd look better. Okay, so a D20.
Yes, that would be what we were doing. Is the roll button.
Roll. I got
Natural 20. Okay, so you look around. There is a pile of hay with a dead body in it. A brick wall with a small window. And then it is 2 solid brick walls. And then a wall made out of bars going both down and across. Maybe a square 3 or maybe 10 centimeters of a hole in between each bar going across. And then there's a door, and in the door, all of the metal slits are going straight down with a big block on it. And on the ground, there are 2 piles of hay, 2 wooden chairs, a small wooden table, and a knife, and the 2 piles of hay, one with the dead body, one with you.
I take my dagger and go over to the lock, remembering that I have been taught that if you put the dagger in between the lock and you push, the lock should break open.
God, what a check. Roll a performance check.
I rolled a 10.
And your modifier is...
My modifier for performance is +2, so I rolled a 12.
The lock gets a little bit looser. It now is moving up and down a bit, but before it wasn't moving at all. Other than that, nothing seems to have been happening. And just then the guard comes over. Hey, what are you doing? Pulls out the big sword. You better not do that again. Puts his big sword through one of the holes and tries to attack. So this is with disadvantage. That is 13. And your armor class is 13. So he gets to. So you take 2 damage. You can deal with that.
Okay, I am now at 7 health. So,
He hits you kind of in the side, making you bleed a little bit.
I take my dagger and chuck it hard at his head. No, wait. I do not chuck it at his head. I first look at him to see if there's any part of his body that may be vulnerable.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. If you do not know, Dungeons and Dragons is rolled with 20 dice and
Mostly d20s,
yeah.
which is what all the checks are for, what our saving throws are for.
Okay, so performance check or
No, this is another, what did I say? Perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a 17 with the advantage.
His legs are mostly metal, but on the inside of his legs is just leather. There's the 2 eye slots, and then a big chunk for a mouth. Other than that, there's no real stuff. No real holes. And then his armpits are also leather.
I try to throw the dagger straight through the mouth hole, straight through his mouth, through the back of his head. Okay, so pretty much when you battle, you have to roll a d20, and then they have to see the armor class and if it even hits. So what I'm trying is a very risky move. I'm trying to throw it right through a hole probably that big, and it's a dagger probably that big.
And I'm trying to see if he's proficient with daggers, which I think he is, but I'm not sure.
And at the moment, I'm not sure what I will do if I hit him, but what's going through my mind right now is, dear God, I hope I hit him.
Yeah, so that... Here, I'll just add it to your inventory.
If you guys are enjoying this, please just keep watching, and we will be glad to make more.
So plus 5. What was your original roll?
14.
19? Yeah! So roll 1d4 plus 3 for damage in the mouth.
Remember, this is going straight through his head.
This is going straight into his mouth.
Yeah. I roll a d4, I rolled a 3.
6. Okay. All you see is the edge, or the go straight into the end of the blade, goes straight into the hole that's for his mouth, and he just pulls it out, starts spitting blood out of it, and he's like, "You bastard! You're going to pay for this!" And then goes out of your sight. And then you hear a large bang. Presume a perception check if you want to try to hear what that bang was.
I'm guessing it's a door.
Probably a door.
I don't really need to roll a perception check for that. I need some common sense.
Which is right for you, but not your character.
So, being very frazzled by what just happened, I go and search the cell, and I realize I have not yet searched the hay bales. May I search the hay bales, sir?
Perception check? Which one are you doing? The one that you've been sleeping on for
I am doing
about a day that you've been in this cell?
I am going to search both of them.
Okay, roll a perception check for the first one, roll a perception check for the second one.
Okay. First one gets 23. And the other one, so a 9 plus 3, that would be a 12.
Okay, so first you look around yours. You find nothing. You find a single needle.
A needle and a hay bale. It's not impossible after all.
And in the other one, you find a key.
I go and try this key on the lock and see what might happen.
It opens.
Being frazzled by what has just happened, I step out and look from side to side. And do I see anyone?
There is, you look on the jail cell, left from you, there are two humans that both seem very drunk. Other than that, you don't see anything. To the left and to the right, there's a bunch of empty jail cells and a single door that is wood and you can't see past that.
Which way did the guard go?
He has been coming from the right and leaving on the right, and the right is the side with the door.
I go to the right, being very cautious on what might happen.
Just as you approach the door opens, and then there is a man in a suit with pointed ears and two horns that come around and curl. He looks at you surprised and says, "Well, what you doing here?"
Sir, I'm here to kill you.
And that is where we're leaving off tonight.
Thank you for watching. We'll be back later. Cue the music.